Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Francisco, and we are currently on the incubator. According to the incubator, we have 13 days left to go. It is holding temperature real well now that it is plugged in. We learned do not plug an incubator into anything other than a wall outlet. I had it plugged in. I moved the incubator from the safe place that we determined it should be in to a place where I could do some easier demonstrations with the kids on the eggs and candling and stuff like that. And it got me into a bad situation because I ended up plugging it into a power strip. And the power strip did not hold that end of the cord in very well. It was a big, heavy power block, and it tipped out. It got itself knocked out somehow by just being slightly moved, I believe. And so that was a problem. The other problem with power strips, obviously, is there's a little switch on there that can turn them on and off. And if you're turning something else off on that power strip and you forget that you have something that's vital to stay on that power strip, like an incubator, you may run into a problem like I did. Anyway, so a number of things that can happen to minimize the potential for failure. You want to eliminate things that are potential failure points, like a power strip. Go right into the wall, keep the eggs in a safe place up on a counter or away from where it can get moved. So with that said, got some exciting news today, and hopefully I can find the egg from the last video that I showed you this morning. Wow. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I think you guys are going to be excited about this. Pull up the top here. So here are the eggs. One of the white ones was the one. You know, people have said, that looks like a crack, Mr. Francisco. And it does. When I just saw that, I was like, oh no. That is actually the T that I drew on there. And I don't know if you remember in the video, the first video I made, I was trying with a pencil, camera in one hand, pencil in the other, and I'm trying to draw on this egg, and it's moving while I'm drawing on it. So it made this squiggly little line going across there. So that's why it looks like that. It is not cracked. It is fine so far. So let's go ahead and get my handy dandy flashlight out. There we go. And we're going to take one of these white eggs and see which one it is. I'm going to turn off the overhead lamp and let's try candling. And oh, this is the one. So remember the air pocket in the side? I said, I don't know if this one's alive. Check this out. What do you see? It's alive. Oh my gosh, it is alive. So we actually have all 7 eggs. If this one and if the other ones from yesterday are still alive, all 7 eggs are good. This is really unusual though, because I have never seen an air pocket form on this side of an egg before. It tells me that this egg probably got stuck in the turner. What's happening with these, and look at those nice blood vessels. Now, I was concerned about a blood ring going around. I don't see that blood ring that I thought I saw yesterday going around the bottom edge here, but you can see it just kind of ends in this yellow on this side here. Anyway, so let me go ahead and put this back in and show you what I was going to wanted to point out here. On the eggs, when the turner turns, let me get this light so it's not so bright. When it turns, it's supposed to make the eggs, see how the T's are turning on some of these eggs? Sometimes, see the white egg? See what's happening over here? It's bumping up against this egg here. And I believe that that is preventing it from turning. Let me just see if that's the case. I'm going to put, I had a T. Oh, where's my T? There's my T. So there's the T. That's where I initially started the tops. And this is how I observe to see if they are turning. When I try to turn that, look what happens. The others are turning. This one is not very well, right? So it may be, see how it's bumping up? It's bumping up here as well, and it's bumping up here. So friction may have prevented it from turning. Look at that. I got a couple. Yeah, That's exactly what happened to this egg, isn't it? It didn't turn well. And just like in some of the material that my class read about, we learned that if you don't turn the eggs regularly, I think it's 3 or 4 times a day, the yolk can go and stick to the side of the egg, and weird things happen. And this is exactly what happened here. This egg is, you can see it's a little bit longer than the others and abnormally shaped. When I first put that in, I thought, there doesn't seem to be a pointy end on that egg like it does, like the other ones have on them. So that, very interesting. It's very interesting. All right, so I'm going to go back over here. Let's handle a couple more of these and just see what we have. And again, I want to have that light off. All right, this is one of our darker eggs. This is a different breed of chickens. That first one, I believe, is like a, what is it? Long Leghorn. The darker ones are hard to see through, obviously, because they have dark shells. And look inside there. Did you just see that? I just saw all of them. You know how there are veins on the outside? I saw the veins where they went inside the egg moving around. And that's because veins go in and all the way down into the egg. From the egg shell, of course, the ones that are not moving are attached to the egg shell. And then the ones that are moving are inside the egg, flowing around with the embryo and the yolk. And so they're picking up the yolk as food material, and they're putting that into the umbilical cord, which is headed into the chick's belly button. Oh, here we go. So here's our little, oh, look at that. Whoa. So we definitely, look at that is a really dark spot today. Can't really see him move too much. One of these guys was really moving around this morning. Makes you wonder if fish and chickens are related, because they are swimming. Oh, look at this. So this is easier. Yeah, as you can see here, this is a white egg, and it's much easier to see through. I'm going to try to autofocus this a little bit better. That's a cool design. All right, so I'm going to turn this a little bit, and we're going to see what shows up. Oh, look at the airspace on this one. This has gotten quite big. I guess we have a sleeper in here. Here we go. There he is. A little bit of movement. I think he's taking a nap. But I do believe he's alive. Or she. I say he as a generic pronoun, or whatever gender pronoun, just because I don't know, bad habit or whatever. We could easily have a chicken or a hen here. Or a chicken or a rooster here. I don't know. There's another. Oh, here we go. There we go. This must be the one we looked at earlier this morning. Look at this guy move around. He's going nuts. Do you see all if you look carefully there, you can see all of the attached veins moving around with him. So you can see just how much all of that is interlaced and interconnected to provide life to the embryo in the egg. Very interesting. So as the days go on here, we've got quite a bit of activity. There's a lot of room for the embryo to move around. So it's doing everything it can do. Over the next couple of days, movement becomes less and less because of the fact that this chick is going to grow very rapidly and fill up the entire egg. And at that point, other development takes place. but it will have very limited movement. We'll be able to see things periodically, like a foot, a little, where's my lamp here? It'll have, like, you can see its feet in there like this, and you'll be able to see things like the beak. But anyway, that's the update for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll be back again in a day or two to look at some more updates on these eggs. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.